God. This is terrifying. Come on, you gotta be fairly high up on the DM list. Where are you? Oh yeah, there you are. Oh, hello? Hello?
Hello there.
Who is this?
Well, you'll just have to find out when you to ask me some questions now, won't you?
Okay, what's your name?
My name's Ringo Starr.
Yeah, Ringo Starr!
That's true, that's me, Ringo Starr.
Oh, Ringo.
Did you know they named the Beatles after me because I played the drums?
It's true. You know there was a drummer before you.
Jimmy. Yeah, Pete. Oh, he wasn't very good.
But were they called the Beatles with that
No,
guy?
back then they were called the Pete Best Experience.
Oh, more like the Pete Worst Experience.
I actually have a lot of time for Peter.
Ringo, what brings you to our this little corner of ours?
I'm just trying to plug the new album, to be honest, and also just trying to get a few more listens to my track String Theory.
Could you just give us a little blast of String Theory?
All the world sings on vibrating string.
Oh, that's all you're getting
for free. It's all you're getting for free. It's not sold very well. I've got to get everything I can out of
it. Ringo.
It's time to get started.
I've only just now remembered that Ringo's a Scouser, not Bob Dylan.
I thought you were Ringo, I thought you were sounding a bit like you were from Birmingham.
Well, it's very possible that was happening as well.
Did you know you're married to a Bond girl? Did you know that?
Oh, did you? Well, of course I am Ringo Starr, so of course.
Of course I am.
Of course I am.
How does it feel?
An octopus's garden.
Barbara Bach.
That's all you get. That's all you get to that.
Barbara Bach from The Spy Who Loved Me.
Did you know I was in a spoof film called Caveman?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Yeah. Didn't do well.
You were also in something else.
I was in Popstar, Never Stop, Never Stopping.
Oh, that's right. No, I think you might have had the lead role in a film at one point.
I'm sure a lot of things have happened, to be honest, and you know, there's so many things I could go into about my son played in the Oasis for a bit. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my son Zach Starkey, born 13th September 1965. He doesn't have my voice. He was born in London.
Could you try and give us what a London-born Ringo Starr sounds like?
It's a fucking megalodon.
Wow, that was so good. I wouldn't have been able to tell that was even you, Ringo.
Well, I just got Zach in the room. He's over in the corner, you see.
His son plays for The Who. I don't know, who?
It's true, he is in The Who now, but he used to be in Oasis. He's in The Who.
I don't know, you tell me.
It's a kind of the sound an owl makes. Have you seen Peter Best before? Have you seen him?
Never seen him.
Oh, he used to play drums in the Beatles. Do you want to explain the game to me?
Dylan, do you? You gotta pick a box. Do you have a lucky number between 1 and 22?
Well, of course, I was a member of the Fab Four, so it only makes sense to me to pick 7 because there's been 7 people have been in the Beatles.
7. So there's, run us through. We got Ringo.
Yeah.
Then.
Why did you tell me who was in the Beatles?
Paul McCartney.
I've
Yeah?
just looked up and there was a great deal more than 7 people were in the Beatles. I'd like to change them. I'd like to pick number 10.
I only
now,
know
if that's
4.
all right.
Pete Best would be 5. Then they had the guy who kind of came and played the electric piano / organ for them.
Let me run you through who was in
Whose
the
name
Beatles.
is escaping me, but he was in Get Back. He just kind of shows up and he's like, "Hey, I'll play for you."
Let me run you through the entire cast of the
Okay.
Beatles.
And please tell me if you had any fun and affectionate nicknames for them.
Of course, there was Big Lingo, John Lennon.
Big Lingo.
Yeah, Big Lingo.
Do they all
Then we've
rhyme
got-
with Ringo by any chance?
Well, you'll just have to wait and find out, won't you?
Okay. Next.
Big Lingo was good to me, but I don't think he was a particularly nice man in hindsight.
Oh, let's not get into that.
Paul
Might
McCartney
spoil
was
the
in
fun
the
of something in a
Beatles.
few days. Paul McCartney. What was his fun nickname?
He was called Pimingo. But I called him Pimento normally.
Pimento.
Yeah, I called him Pimento.
Or Pimenta.
Then we had George Harrison. He was the most talented of us, I believe.
You sound like George Harrison.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I've noticed that. George Harrison's nickname, of course, was Big Harry.
Big Harry.
Yes, and there was Ringo Starr.
That's
He didn't
you.
have a nickname. They didn't have a nickname. There was Stuart Sutcliffe.
Yeah, the murderer.
We called him Dead Stew because he died in 1962. There was
Dead
Tommy
Stew's
Moore.
dead.
There was Tommy Moore. He was a drummer.
Tommy Less.
His nickname was Tingo. There was Norman Chapman. I really would like to get into the game, but I suppose we could finish this bit. There
we're
was
going for
Pete
10.
Best. There's Chaz Newby, and of course, for one fateful summer in Australia, there was Jimmy Nichol, who played the drums for 6 gigs in Melbourne.
Does Billy Preston county?
Look, he's not listed on the Wikipedia.
So we're going for number 10?
Oh, yeah, why not?
Here is your box.
Here is your box.
Let's hope it contains a life-changing
Now, Ringo,
song.
all you
God,
have
it's
to do
beautiful.
is try
Pick your
and
first box.
pick the boxes with the lowest numbers in.
Okay.
And every
seems
now and
easy.
then, the bank is going to make phone calls to make offers to stop you from playing the game because the banker does not want to lose all their money.
Yeah,
they're
the
gonna
banker
make
doesn't want
offers
me
to
to
be
play
like,
the
"Hey."
game.
Yeah. So he wants you to stop. So what you're going to do is
I
start picking
understand.
numbers between 1 and 22, apart from number 10, of course, because you've got that.
Of course.
And we're going to try and eliminate as many low numbers as possible.
Well, my favourite song that I wrote as a member of the Beatles was, of course, Yellow Submarine. And that came out in 1969, so I'd like to pick 19 to start us off.
19. Auntie Lenny. We're going box 19.
Let's have box
The number
19.
is 75,000 to the first box,
£75,000.
Ringo.
We didn't want that to happen.
Well, that's fine. I'm eminently rich, so this doesn't really affect
what do
me.
you need to do this for?
Choose a box to open.
I've got to give it to Zach. The Who aren't doing very well.
I don't know who isn't doing very well.
Anyway, I also wrote a wonderful song called Octopus Garden, and it was released
Octopus
in
Garden.
1969. So I'd like to pick number 19.
Well, I'm afraid you just picked number 19.
Well, number 1 then.
Is that
We'll
the-
just
is
spell
that-
out 1969, shall we?
Okay, so did it get to number 1? Octopus Garden?
I doubt it. I doubt Octopus Garden got the number 1. It's a very strange song.
I can't even remember the words. I wanted to sing it then, but I can't think of it. Oh,
I'd
come
like
with
to be
me
under the sea.
Under the sea. Now, if you watched Get Back,
And Octopus
Ringo,
is
have you watched Get Back to kind of relive the old days?
I was in it. I watched it
know.
as it happened.
Yeah. Well, you might remember there's a bit where George Harrison helps you.
Big Harry.
Big Harry. You're sat trying to write Octopus's Garden and you're struggling.
Oh yeah, it's a very
Harry has to
complicated
come help
song.
you.
It's a very complicated song. Now, do you remember last year Paul McCartney went on tour again? And he called his tour "Paul McCartney's Got Back."
Yes.
And he says it was a reference to the fact that the documentary had come out, but I think it was because he has a big arse.
Huge ass.
Big arse. Can I have number one, please?
Paul Begarsney. Number 1 is Anthea 1.
Open
Number
box
one.
number 1, please.
£500.
£500.
That's good stuff.
That's good. I'll take that. Thank you.
It's gone. Can't take it.
We
Oh,
know
well.
what we don't want to see.
All right.
So we carry on writing in 1969. We're gonna
Yes,
have a
I'll
problem.
have 19, please.
You've done 19.
Number 9. Can I
Number
just
9.
go? Would you mind if I just very quickly did an impression of a very scouse man just to try and calibrate things? Would that be
Maybe.
okay with you? Box of chicken and a can of Coke. Anyway, if that's okay with you, Wasps, I'd like number 9.
Sometimes it's good to have a word.
Box of chicken.
Like some may say, if if someone was to try, it's
I'm
a
in the
mad
Beatles.
idea, but if someone were to do an impression of your friend John Lennon, they might
Yes.
find saying their name helps them.
John
by going,
Lennon.
By going John Lennon, and that's what
Love,
gets them in
love
there.
Ringo Starr. Well,
So
I've got
if
to
you-
say box
so-
of chicken.
So maybe if you were going,
I'll tell you
Ringo,
what.
just say your name
I
every now
love-
and then. Hello, it's
I
me,
love-
Ringo. Who's guest
I love-
there?
Those sausages were stinking, weren't they? I respect what they were doing, but Paul's sausages, Paul and Linda's sausages, they weren't great, were they?
I quite like the Linda McCartney sausage, but I think
Maybe
it's
I've
because they're
just-
not, they're not trying to be a sausage. I think that's why I like
No,
them.
that's probably it, yeah. I had the meatballs once off, absolutely awful.
I don't know if they still do it, but they did a burger that had like the mozzarella cheese inside.
Oh, no, that there, I liked a bit of that.
Anyway, number 9, Prince Harry.
Hello, Mr. Harry.
Box number 9, please.
1,000.
£1,000.
That's good. That's good.
I'll take that, thank you very much.
It's gone. You can't take it.
Oh, that's all.
Avoid the big
I
money.
don't know what you're talking about here. Wheat. Bix.
I ran through a field of wheat once.
Were you alone?
No, I was with Pete Best. I was chasing him with
No,
some
not,
sort of big
not with.
implement.
There wasn't a lady there who had
No.
political ambitions.
No, it was just Pete Best and a bottle of shampoo.
You and Pete Best seem to hang around a lot.
Well, it's the drummers union, all the drummers hung out. Me, Pete Best, Jimmy Nicol. The other one,
Jimmy Nicol, a real person?
Jimmy Nicol played drums for us for 6 gigs
Oh,
in
in
Melbourne.
Australia. Yes.
Yeah.
I much prefer Jimmy Tin. So,
That's a bit of fun.
a little bit of fun there, isn't it?
No, I'd
no,
like
but-
number 19 if you could.
19's gone, I'm afraid.
I'll have 6 then. I'll spill out 1969.
Well, we're going to have a problem after this one. Okay. Up next is Pinky.
Open box number
Box number
6.
6.
Yeah.
£100.
£100.
Yes. Gone.
I'll have. Thank you very
It's-
much.
it's
I'll
gone.
be on my way. Thank you. Okay.
It's gone. You know what?
Choose your next box.
You know what might help you if you do get a bit stuck? It's saying, I
What's
hung
that?
it on me wall. That might be.
I hung it on my wall.
There you go. Chips. You've got one more box to pick this round.
All of 1969's gone now, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yes. Is there
There's
any other
9
year that
There's 9 gone.
special to you? Yeah, 9's gone, 19's
There's
gone,
9
6 is gone.
Well, let's have a think. Octopuses famously have 8 limbs, so maybe I'll have number 8.
Number 8. Who's got number 8? I missed
I think
them.
it's on the left there. I think you've gone by.
It's the goth. There's something quite ghostly about you, Ringo Starr.
I've got to tell you the truth.
Ring Ghost!
I've got to tell you the truth.
Oh my god.
This is George Harrison.
Oh my god, George! Why are you
I didn't
pretending?
think I didn't think you'd let me on if I was dead.
Oh, we'll let anyone on. You're dead.
I didn't think you'd let me on as a ghost.
Now, George Harrison, just think about maybe something that may be happening soon and how this will work canonically. Are you upstairs or are you downstairs?
Oh, I'm neither. I'm right. I'm haunting the studio of Abbey Road.
Okay. So, let's say something may happen
Yes.
over in the next, I don't know, half an hour.
I understand what you're saying. I
Might
get it.
send you somewhere.
My unfinished business is completing deal and no deal.
Of course, as is everyone's. Number 8,
What's
the Goth.
in box 8?
We got the Goth.
£3,000.
The Goth.
The Goth.
That's fine. Whatever.
That's a good one. It's gone. You're doing pretty well here, George. It's gonna be hard to not call you Ringo, I have to say. Speaking of Ringo, my phone's going.
Hello, banker.
Yes, that was very good, wasn't it? Thank you. It's a ghost. It's George Harrison.
Here is the banker's opening offer.
£7,100. I mean, he's infinitely
Player
rich.
one,
Well,
are
he's
you
George
ready for the
Harrison.
question?
He has no. He's dead. He has no need for any kind of material money. Yeah, material money. The Goth himself.
When
I'm
I
afraid of no
passed
Goth.
away, I left an estate of £100 million.
Fucking hell. He has an estate of £100 million. But his unfinished business is to complete a game of Deal or No Deal. So we just have to entertain
If it
the
affects
idea he needs
if
his
it
money.
affects if it affects the banker's choice at all, I believe if I beat the banker, I go to heaven, and if I don't, well, it'll not go well for me.
Did you catch that, banker? No, I'd hung up. It was too late. I'll have to tell him next time.
That's fine.
£7,100 is the offer.
Oh no, thank you, no deal, please. Like, hold on,
George.
give me 1 second. I've really lost the.
Hung it on me wall. Maybe just say your name.
I'm George Harrison.
George Harrison.
I'm a ghost. I'm George Harrison, and I'm a ghost.
Also, George, you have to ask me the question. Don't just say deal, no deal.
Ask me the question, for fuck's sake.
George Harrison. Deal
Deal
or no
or
deal?
no deal?
That is, you know what? That is a great question. I didn't know what you were going on about, but actually, no deal. Thank you.
No deal, George Harrison.
Okay.
George Harrison, as far as
Let's
I know,
open some
isn't
more boxes.
QAnon.
Choose a box to open.
Well, we can find out. George Harrison, are you QAnon?
No, I'm a ghost.
There we go. Okay, what number would you like to go for next?
Well,
Sir? United? I know Paul is.
no, I
but
wasn't
don't think
actually
Ringo
at
is.
all.
So
To be
guess
honest,
George
I don't.
isn't either.
I wasn't. No.
Imagine.
Well, I died the 29th of November, so I'll have 29, please.
29 is not an option.
Okay. Well, I died at age 58, so I'll have 58.
50
please.
is not an option.
Okay. Well,
22
I was
is your
bo-
highest number.
I was born. Okay. Well, I was born the 25th of February. That doesn't help. 1943. That doesn't help. I was born 1943. 19, if I could have such a
19's
thing.
gone, I'm afraid. You've already had 19.
Okay. Could I have 20? Because I died in 2001. That's the start of that.
Okay.
Oh.
20 with Anthea 2. Here we go.
What's in box
What's
20?
in box 20? It's £5.
Yes!
It's £5, George. You're doing really well.
That's lovely to hear. Hopefully, I get to feel the
Choose
embrace
a
of
box
heaven.
to open.
Daggett. They are in fact making a documentary about Noel Edmonds is opening the stuff in New Zealand for ITV, I think it is, in an attempt to kind of be competition for Clarkson's Farm. So there you go. George, what number would you like next?
When I was at high school in Liverpool, where I'm from, when I was a member, before I was
Really?
in the Beatles, I used to take a bus to school that was the number 72. So can I have 7, please?
Number 7 with turtleneck.
Open box
Box
7.
7. 5,000.
£5,000.
George, you're absolutely killing this.
Much like I was killed.
You
One
died of
more
natural
box
causes.
before the next offer.
That's what they want you to believe.
Who did it? And why does it link to your unfinished business doing being deal or no deal?
I'll make you a deal, Wasps. If I beat the banker, I'll tell you the story of my untimely death.
Oh my god.
I'll give you a little bit of sizzle. It involves Pete Best and the concept for deal or no deal.
Okay.
Quite a lot of my life revolves around Pete Best.
I've noticed. And that would make more sense when you're pretending to be Ringo.
Ringo and Pete didn't get on. Obviously, Ringo replaced Pete. Do you know that whenever Jimmy played for us in Australia, Ringo was actually injured, which is why I wasn't playing. And Jimmy did such a good job that Ringo got angry and came back and played with a broken wrist because he was so angry that everyone was cheering Jimmy so much. That's a true story.
It's a true story. More like Pete Wurst. Here we go.
There is also a reference to beautiful Jimmy in Get Back, because at one point we're all bored, not they, we're all very bored of practice, and Ringo says something like, oh, it's been a long day, and Paul says, oh, we can just get Jimmy to come round.
What
Yes, have you not seen the
Beatles?
Beatles Give Back? It's all a big
Back?
charity documentary, Daggett. Well, they say us, it's just Paul and Ringo and Pete Best.
Pete Best still alive?
It's a great question you've got there. He is, yes. He lives in Liverpool. He's 83.
Lives in Liverpool. I wonder what his accent's like.
It's quite like this.
What number are we going for next?
Oh, fuck, who gives a shit? I'm dead.
Yeah,
the one,
you need this to pass on. That's
How
why you
long?
need to care.
How many years? Oh, dude, I can't have 24. It's too long for you. Give me 22, because there's been 22 years elapsed entirely since I've
Cursed
died,
Kevin.
plus a few more.
Open box 22.
Cursed Kevin's the only person in the studio who can see me.
£10,000.
Hello, Kevin.
You are smashing this right now, but you are getting into dangerous territory now, where there's a lot more blues than there are reds. Hang on, I'm getting a phone call, and there was something I had
Remember
to
to tell. Please remember to tell them about my unfinished business.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't. Banker, I'm so sorry. There was something I needed to tell
Player
you.
1, are you
And I
ready
didn't get
for
the
the
opportunity
question?
to say it because I hung up on you. Like the Madonna song, yes. You see, we need to treat this like a normal game, even though money isn't really a factor, because George needs to do this so he can pass over. And apparently, if he wins, he goes, he goes upstairs, he goes to heaven, he goes to the good place. If he loses, things ain't looking so good for George. As far as I know, he's probably... I'm not even sure why, because I think he's one of the... he's probably the nicest one of the bunch. I'm pretty sure.
I wish you a Merry Christmas.
We just do a Merry Christmas as well, Banker.
Sorry,
9,100.
Sorry, I've just been watching a YouTube video of George Harrison interviews just to relive my old days. I just work on one of the things he said was we wish you one of the things I said in the video was we wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. That's what I said in that video, yes.
The bank is offering you £9,100.
Ask me the question, you slippery man.
George Harrison.
Deal
Is your dad a butcher?
or no deal?
Just give me a brief moment. Strangely enough, it doesn't say anyway.
Oh, imagine he
I'm
was.
gonna assume that. I'm gonna
Imagine
assume he
he was,
wasn't.
George.
It says here that I was.
Son of a butcher man.
Yep.
The only one who ever loved me.
I was born at 12 Arnold Grove in Wavertree, Liverpool. I was the youngest of 4 children of Harold. Harold, of course, was a shop assistant and a
Of
bus
course.
conductor.
Oh,
A
at the
bus
same time?
conductor. I assume he didn't drive the bus while he was opening the shop. No
Deal or no
deal.
deal?
No deal.
No deal, says George. It's no deal.
Okay, let's open some more
Okay,
boxes.
says-
Can you
no.
find a blue?
A very tall mug. What colour? What is your eyes?
My eyes, of course, everyone knows about George Harrison's eyes. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I'm just
Wish you a
looking, just
Merry
give me a
Christmas.
moment. My eyes, of course,
looking for
were a
the mirror,
lovely
the ghost
brown.
mirror.
A lovely brown.
A
You can't
lovely
see.
brown.
You can't see your ghost in a mirror, as we all know. Could I tell you what, Jimmy Nicol, the former drummer of the Beatles, was
Is-
born on the 3rd of August, so we can have number 3.
Is he still alive?
Yes.
Let's open box number 3.
It's Vera. It's
£10.
£10.
Thank you,
George.
Jimmy. Your spirit lives on.
You could be storming your way up the leaderboard
Choose your
here.
next box.
I really loved Jimmy. It was a real shame in 1988 rumours of his death began circulating, where he was presumed dead at 49. However, a newspaper published in 2005 that he was alive and living in London.
That's a long time before a paper confirmed. Oh, he's fine actually.
He lives in Kentish Town. I wish you a Merry Christmas.
It's a town that's a bit like Kent.
That is true. It's a town very similar to where young Slothy lives, who's my favourite member of Twitch chat.
Now, George, who's your top 5?
Yes. Lumperly, Rebecca Roo, Sam of the Dogs, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, some of the dogs.
Weezier, and Slothy.
Was that in descending order, or
That's in no particular order,
No
but
particular
Slothy is at the top of the pyramid.
the big dog?
That's what I like to call him.
Woof woof.
Let's have a look. What numbers have we got? No.
Well, we've got 12, 21, 16, 15, 17, 11, 5, 18, 2, 13, 14, 4.
Have we got 18 left?
Yes.
My dear friend and owner of the world's largest arse in professional music, Paul McCartney, was born on the 18th, so I'll take that.
Here we go. 18.
McCartney's got back, did you know?
McCartney's
Box
got back,
18,
everyone.
please.
It's 100,000.
£100,000.
We knew a
Just
big one
what
was
we
coming, but-
Didn't want to
I
see.
fucking knew he'd turn on me.
250. 250
I
is
knew.
the
Box
winner.
before the next offer.
But Paul, I always knew Paul would turn on me one of these days. Let's have a think.
We got 12, 21, 16, 15, 17, 11, 5, 2, 13, 14, and 4.
Can I just open my box?
No, not yet.
Okay, yeah, well. Well, I guess people referred to us as the Fab before, so I'll just open 4 if that's
Cool
alright.
guy Isaac.
I'm famously a cool guy, Isaac. You wouldn't betray
I
me.
bet
would-
cool guy Isaac really loves the beat. I bet cool guy Isaac can play Yesterday on the guitar at a party, and you're like, no, you don't have to do this, Isaac. No, it's no problem. I'll do it. No, Isaac, you really don't have to. Nah, it's not a problem at all. It's in tune now. I've got it tuned up. Let's go. Yesterday. All my troubles seem so far away. Now it seems as if they're here to stay. I was really hoping I'd have the opportunity to sing with George Harrison there, and it didn't.
Box
Oh,
number
alright, I'll
4.
tell you what was happening there.
£15,000.
Very briefly, it was like that bit in Back to the Future. Look down at my hands, we're going a bit translucent.
Oh my god.
I think because we're getting close.
Shouldn't it be translucent anyway if you're a ghost?
Well, for me, it's
Or is
just
that
I
just a
just look
stereotype
normal.
about ghosts?
I just no, you'll see me as
Hello,
translucent,
Ringo.
but I just look normal to me.
Oh, but do we look normal too?
Yeah, look, I can see the human world, but you can't see the entirety of the ghost world. You understand?
Player 1, are you ready for the question?
I've just 8,000. £8,000.
Could you ask me the question, please?
George Harrison.
Yes.
Deal
or
no
no
deal?
deal? £8,000.
I'll
got more
not take
blues
the
than
deal
reds.
if that's okay. No deal for me.
No
Thank
deal,
you.
says George Harrison.
I'm going to carry on playing the game.
Okay.
You've got 4
Let's
reds
open some more boxes.
and
Choose
7
your
blues.
next box.
So odds are there are more blues out there.
Isn't it crazy that just a mere week ago Ringo made his Twitch debut and here I am now today?
I know. Who would have thought? Imagine what confusion this may cause in a few days. I don't know
I'm
what
sure it's nothing
situation
to worry
that
about.
could be a problem in, but I don't know if someone else, really was lined up to, I don't know.
Let's not worry about it. Well, listen. 2 of my greatest joys in my living time on the earth was I released 2 live albums under George Harrison and Friends. I did.
How many friends?
There was a multitude, more than there was ever in the Beatles.
I thought
One
it was
was
going to be the number of friends, might have been the number of the box you're about to pick.
Oh no, one was called A Concert for Bangladesh, one was called Live in Japan. I'd like number 2, please.
And now you'd be dead in Japan.
That's true.
Sorry, what was the number? I've already forgotten.
It was number 2.
Is number 2 available? Yes, it is. Tory MP, number 2. Who's got number 4?
Don't fuck me on this.
Ooh.
Number 4's gone, it was Cool
Oh.
Guy Sack.
Oh, Kygo. Keir Starmer? Doesn't look a thing like Keir Starmer. He's a cool guy. Anyway, number 2.
Open box
Tory MP.
2. 50p! That's just what we were looking for.
I'm on the road to heaven.
You are. You really are.
Choose a box.
One of these
to
days soon I'll enter the pearly gates and feel Christ's loving embrace.
Now, the thing is, there's a slight problem here, George. You've said
What's
that.
that?
You're famously a Buddhist.
Oh look, I've experienced death now. I'm living in a world beyond what we knew in the
So
mortal realm.
Yeah, you've been kind of proven wrong here because you haven't reincarnated. You've become a ghost. Unless we reincarnated.
I'm just stuck. I'm just stuck here, you know. Look, let's just move on.
Where are we going?
Oh, can we have a little scroll around there? Tell
Yep,
me have a look
here
at
we go.
everyone's left.
We've got 12, 21, 16, 15, 17, and 11 on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, we have 5, 13, and 14. So you've done a lot from the right.
I see that.
We've got Heston, we've got Reliable Wes, we've got Wee Moira, we've got Cousin Kelvin, we've got Scaramanga, we've got Bonnie,
I'll tell you what I'll do.
we've got Lenny,
One,
we've got Vlad,
one of my
and we've got someone else.
One of my favourite places to play when I was doing my tours was Switzerland, and my hit single "Got My Mind Set on You" went to 11 in the Swiss charts. So we'll have 11, please.
Now, could you just very briefly remind us of that wonderful, wonderful song?
I got my mind set on you. That's all you get.
That's all we get. Oh, it's good because I don't want to get this bloody thing muted.
That's true.
What other Twitch channels do you like, George Harrison?
I'll give you my top 5 Twitch channels
Yes,
right this very
please.
second. I love king of fail. I love lo-fi cardboard cowboy. I like Zaffa cakes.
Of course. Big hot Pepsi guy?
I'm a big fan of TPI Friday, but I'm always busy on a Saturday, so I don't get to watch it much. And of course, my favourite thing to watch on Twitch, as we all know, is Oh Really Sheep Boys PUBG streams, but only when they're during the day.
George Harrison, do you like Jinxie?
No.
I don't know what that means. 11. Wait, did you say 11? Did I imagine that?
No, I did say 11. That's what got my mind set on you went to the charts in Switzerland.
Oh, yes.
Box 11. Let's take a look.
Reliable Wes.
35,000
Look how sad he is.
We didn't want that to happen.
That's fine.
It's gotta go. You've still got the 250,000. There's just
One
lots
more
of
box
blues there
before
now.
the next offer.
So this one needs to be a blue, George. If you want to go up there.
Well, here's my thinking of numbers. We're looking
Here's
for a
my
blue.
thinking of numbers.
Here we're looking for a blue. I
Blue?
was near, and my favourite boy band was Blue. And if I had
Blue.
joined Blue, there would have been 5 of us. So give me the number 5.
Number 5 with Lenny. Oh God.
It would have been me, Duncan, Anthony Costa, and that prick Lee Ryan.
Lee Ryan
And of
lives
course-
around Oxford. Do you know that?
And of course, my hero Simon Webb.
And we used to have a place called Shakeaway, like a milkshake place, which was like a chain.
I know, I owned one.
You owned a Shakeaway
I owned the Shakeaway in Liverpool.
back before 2001 when you died.
Oh, I bought it. I bought it.
Posthumously.
December 31st, 2000.
But yeah, he would go in there and he would order a blueberry and he would say blueberry. My friend worked there and said he did it 3 separate times. So there
I
you
think
go.
that's actually really. I think it's really cool.
Turned around
I've
on Lee
changed my
Ryan, have you?
opinion.
Duncan.
Let's not go in.
Duncan from
Duncan.
Blue was on Celebrity Hunted.
Duncan from Blue was also a celebrity I hunted.
5.
Open box
Lenny.
5, please.
1p!
Yes!
Lenny smiles favourably upon you, George Harrison. Which is odd,
Listen
because I
here,
think he's
Lenny.
more into, like, Deep Purple.
Can I tell you a secret about Lenny?
I'm getting a phone call, George.
Oh,
Hold that
okay,
thought,
I'll
hold
tell
that
you
thought.
Please.
Hello?
Hello there. Hello. Who is this?
He
Oh,
had
Bagger,
to
hello.
offer you more. That's a really strong board.
He's having an
Player
absolute
1,
blinder
are
of a
you
game.
ready for the question?
You can't fault him. You cannot fault it. Am I blanking on any kind of Beatles reference to make right now? Yes, I am. £11,000 is the offer. What were you saying? I wish you a
Me?
Merry Christmas. Yeah, you. Yes, you.
I thought you were on the phone. I was trying to.
I've hung up.
Well, you see, Lenny
I
once.
say goodbye to him too. I'm quite rude.
Lenny once went to what do you call one of those? A séance to talk to his nan, and she didn't turn up, but I was in the room, so I just kind of moved the Ouija board around a bit, kind of flickered the lights a bit for him, just made him feel at home, you know.
Because that's what makes him feel at home.
Yeah, he wanted to know if his
He
nan
lives
was
in a
alright,
haunted
so
house. Anyway.
I just kind of flicked the lights.
And then
around a
he
bit.
went off to a seance, and you gave that flack. It just kind of reminded of being home in his haunted home.
Yeah, just flicked the lights around a
The
bit,
thing
you know.
is, in his
Blew
home,
some of the candles out.
the ghosts are haunted by him.
I actually know the ghost lives in Lenny's house.
Oh yeah.
Their name's Clench.
What? Do you know what Clench's unfinished business is?
I asked to kill Lenny, but he's not. He's one of those ghosts doesn't have the ability to touch things.
Yeah.
So
Also,
it's very difficult.
you can't kill Lenny. It's not possible.
I tried to tell
He was in
him
the
that, but
Paras.
he wouldn't listen to me. Right, so let's have a look. How many
Guitar
numbers we
might
got
be
left?
Gently weeping, but he's not going to gently weep at that offer.
Let's have a look. Let's have a think. Well, what kind of number
Have a
can
look
I
at
go
what you
for?
got here. You got 3 reds, 5 blues. The offer is 11,000. So there are currently 5 boxes less than your offer.
Well, that simply answered my question for me, hasn't it? Could you please ask me the question?
George Harrison, will you marry me?
Deal or no deal?
Deal or no deal?
No, go back.
Deal or no deal?
You asked me. I will marry you, yes, but no deal to the offer.
No deal. It's no deal.
Okay, let's
Okay.
open some more boxes. Choose
open
your
more
next
boxes.
box.
We've got, have a little look around here. We've got Bonnie with 12. We've got Scaramango 21. Cousin Kelvin with 16. Heston with 15. Wee Moira with 17. Then only 2 boxes on this side with Vlad and his lovely velvet shirt at 13. And this person, 14.
I truly, truly believe that when you hear the story of my untimely demise, it'll shock you. And I think because I died in 2001, the contents of 21 will shock you also. So please show me box 21.
21.
Beautiful Scaramanga.
Scaramanga. Will it shock me in a good way or a bad way is the question.
Let's see what's
What is in your
box
box?
21.
Don't
It's
scar
not
me.
out.
That's right.
This is absolutely beautiful deal or no deal we're seeing here.
Can I tell you a secret? I can see
Choose a
through the
box to
boxes.
God, that doesn't seem fair.
That was just a little ghost joke. We actually can't do that.
What are like
I would
some
have
of what are some of the perks?
I'll get to go to a lot of pottery classes and teach people how to use a pottery wheel.
But specifically in a very sexy way.
Oh, it's very sexy. It's very sexy. It's very sexy.
It's the ghost of Vincent Price there as well.
No, that was me, George Harrison from the Beatles.
Oh, hello, George Harrison from the Beatles. What?
My
box are we
favourite
going
ever.
next?
My favourite ever football player was a young Stuart McKeown, who used to play for Ambassadors FC in the Mid-Ulster Football League, and
The
he wore
Ferrero
the
Rocher
squad
team.
number. He wore the squad number 17.
Wee Moira. Aren't there 11 players in a football team?
Yes, but it was just his squad number. Yeah, we had numbers up. They had numbers up to 32, I believe.
That's too many. You can't have 32 people playing.
No,
That's
but just
chaos.
look. Let's just give me the fucking box.
Box number 17.
750!
£750.
This is sensational stuff here.
Deal. Thank you. I'll take 750. Thank
It's
you
gone,
very
it's
much. I'll
gone.
be
This
I'll be
being
off.
an
Thank you
all-blue
very much.
round, choose your next box.
If this is all blue, this is gonna be
How
one
many
of the
boxes
all-time
do I
games
get?
here.
How many boxes do I get? Is this the last one for this round?
You're gonna have this, and then you'll have one more pick of 3 boxes.
Okay, can I have a look at the left again, please?
We got 15, 16, and 12.
Could I have whatever the box on the right is that isn't 13?
12? Oh, the one
If
on the
that's
right.
on the right, that's not 13. Leave the beautiful silk shirt,
14.
the lovely velvet shirt. 14 is very good because
now, if
that's.
this is blue, the banker
can I-
is gonna be absolutely shitting it.
Can I tell you why I picked 14?
Why?
That's the age I wrote my first ever, the original screenplay for the film Jumanji.
So I've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time.
It's Jumanji.
Yeah, it's not Jumanji, it's Jumanji.
It's Jumanji. I wrote that, you know. I wrote that then when I
you
passed
write a
away.
theme
They made
tune?
it. Yes.
We gotta hear that theme tune.
I got stuck in Jumanji. That's all you're getting. Oh, that's crazy. Jumanji came out way earlier than I thought it was.
It's like 94 or something like that, right?
It was 95. I thought it was
Yeah.
leather, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, the point is I wrote it when I was 14.
Wow. And you would have been 14 in what, 1950 something?
Well, I was 14, as you know, in 57.
57?
I had thought of the concept of a board game that takes you to the jungle maybe nearly 40 years before the release of that film. People didn't respect me as an artist at 14. I hadn't even been in the Beatles yet.
And
I hadn't even been in the Quarrymen or Plastic Ono Band or
I-
Delaney and Bonnie and Friends
imagine, like,
or the Travelling Wilburys.
the
I hadn't been in the Travelling Wilburys yet.
Hard Day's Night. You pitched hard for that actually to be Jumanji, right?
That's correct.
But
I
yeah,
also tried to pitch it to Ringo, but he was adamant he was going to do a film called Caveman instead.
And then people don't know this, is that Ringo actually wrote Zathura. Some may say
He did
kind
it.
of just stole your idea.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do
He
it. I'm
also.
just gonna move it to space.
Anyway, can we open 14?
14.
14.
It's 15 pounds.
That's right.
This is
That's
one of the most
right.
sensational games you've ever had, George.
That's true. It is. You're right.
An all blue round. That's got to
Ah.
hurt the bank.
The
I'm
bank
having a
is
lovely
gonna be
time.
absolutely livid right now.
Hello, banker.
Banker, what are you saying? Oh, first of all, I have to apologise. It's been pointed out that I very rarely
Player one, are you
say
ready for
goodbye.
the
I just
question?
hang up on you, and that's been very rude of me. It's more for dramatic effect more than anything. I hope you don't take it personally. Is your dad a butcher? I don't know. Weird question for me. Can you honk on the phone like Bobo? I wish I knew what that meant. Honk, honk. How much you offer him, banker? £27,000? Thank you very much. Love you. Bye. £27,000.
Now,
Pretty gooks.
Can I talk you through
That's
my
pretty
thoughts?
gooks. But more importantly, do you think that's pretty gooks?
Pretty Gooks was the original name for Jumanji. People said it sounded a bit ropey, so we changed it to Jumanji. And then when they took the script from me, they changed it to Jumanji. That's the patriarchy for you.
I know, right? Your thought process, Mr. Harrison. Big Harry. Can I call you Big Harry?
Yeah, that's fine. Here's my thoughts. I've got more chance of picking a red than I do picking a blue.
You do. You got 2 blues
Well,
and
that's
3
not
reds.
true. I've got even chance because I've got one of the boxes now, don't I?
It depends. If you got one of the blue boxes, then you have 3 reds and 1 blue. But if you've got that 250 in there, glory awaits. Literally, you'll be going.
What numbers are left? Can you tell me the numbers that? Oh, you can't. Can you do a quick
I
sweep
can't.
for me?
I could. We won't. I don't think we see the. Do we see the boxes? I'll do a sweep. I don't think we see the boxes though. We do. You got 12, 16, 15. Oh, a lot of them are saying take the deal.
The
13.
problem is, you see, those numbers are all too similar in energy for me to differentiate between
11
them.
would deal, 10 would no deal. Now, what we need to do now is not just ask the contestants, but ask the audience. So chat, please write deal or no deal on what you would do in this situation. Chat. And I don't want you
Player
saying
one,
what's
are
the
you
more
ready for the
entertaining thing to
question?
watch. What you would do in this situation.
It is important for chat to remember that this isn't just about the money, it's about whether I go to heaven or not.
Or hell.
Well, that's what the or not was
this
about.
Could be, yeah, there could be a, you know...
This is one
a
of the
life-
most serious games of Deal or No Deal
an
I've ever played.
eternity of suffering and torture.
Let me think, what would my idol and hero Boston Rob do? What would Aaron Barble from Deal or No Deal Island do?
I'm trying to think of Boston Rob's voice, but it's...
Harvard Yard!
Ask my question. Ask me a question.
There's only one person responsible here, it's Barbara Drag Queen.
What's the face? Gabby? Is that her name?
Carolyn?
No. The one who's on The Bachelor. Yeah.
Oh!
Well, I think I would say, if you ask me the question...
I'll be honest with you, Wasp, this is the most difficult decision I've ever made, and I once left the most famous band in the world.
A couple of times.
Could you please ask me the question?
I mean, give it a go. There is like, give it a go. Give it a try.
Thank you, Conan. Deal
Deal
or no
or
deal?
no deal?
I died in 2001, and the only thing keeping me attached to this mortal coil was the game of Deal or No Deal. And as such, I think it's time I finally ended the journey. I would like to say, no deal.
It's no deal.
We're going all the way,
Going
baby.
all the way, baby. Huge decision from Big Harry here. Absolutely colossal decision.
Was that a brave or a foolish decision?
Noel says,
Let's
is
play
that a
on
brave or a
and find
foolish
out.
decision?
Okay, let's open some more boxes.
So
Choose
you've
a
got
box
3
to
boxes to pick here. 2 blues, 3 reds on the board.
Wait, I've got to pick 3 boxes? Fuck, I thought I only had to pick 2. Jesus. I've
Oh,
made a
no,
huge
I'm
mistake.
so sorry, George.
I've made a huge mistake.
We've got 12, 16, 15, and 13.
Listen, here's the deal. We're not touching 13, right? 13's staying there.
13 staying, so it's all...
I was in the Fab 4, and I was in the Fab 4 for at least 4 years of my life, and 4 times 4.
Just
That's
4?
16, baby. At least 4 years. Give me 16.
16, Cousin
Look at
Calvin.
this year, Merry Christmas. Kelvin, if you fuck me, I'll come for you.
Open box 16. Keep it low. Keep it blue.
Keep it low, keep it blue.
£250. That's what we were looking for.
My god. Oh my god.
you
I'm
find a blue?
finding it very hard to remain in character.
Oh my god, if you get the 10p here, this is going to be colossal.
I'm sure. I'm genuinely. I've got goosebumps on me fingers.
Fingers.
I've got goosebumps on me fingers.
Oh god.
Oh
Wish you a
Jesus
Merry Christmas.
Christ! Christ alive. Right, what's on the left again? We're not touching the 13.
We got 12 and 15.
There was a lovely young man on before me whose music I appreciate a great deal, and he loved 5s. But when it came to the last opportunity, he traded his 5 away.
And that
So
worked
I'm
for
going
him.
to leave the 5 also. I'm going to take 12.
12. It's Bonnie.
Listen to me, Bonnie. I know a lot of bad ghosts.
Michael Caine.
I know a lot of bad ghosts, Bonnie.
When will he challenge B. Dolan? 12, Bonnie. Here we go.
Box 12, please.
Oh,
£250,000. This is turning
250,000
into
is
a
gone.
one-box game.
Bonnie, I'm coming for you.
Oh, speak of B.
One more
Dolan.
box before the next offer. Let's make it
Raid.
easy.
Raid.
We wish you a Merry
Raid.
Christmas.
Raid.
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 Raid. Raid.
I'm fucking furious. I can't contain my anger anymore.
Raid. 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 Raiders, hello! Welcome on in. We're playing Deal or No Deal, and we've got a huge get right now. Currently, I just said your name, because we briefly heard Michael Caine, and I said, is he ever going to challenge B. Dolan? So you seem to get a string of celebrity attention. Surely Michael Caine's going to make an appearance. But right now, got a huge get. So earlier we saw Scroobius Pip get on the leaders board in 3rd place. But right now we have the ghost of George Harrison. You see it says Ringo over there.
It was a joke.
He was
It was
lying.
a mere joke. It was a prank on George Harrison.
He was like, a ghost. They won't let a ghost on. So I'm going to pretend to be Ringo.
Look, I'm not going near 13.
Now,
'cause
we are in the final choices of George Harrison here, and he's just fucked it. He just
I could
picks-
still get a big number
I
here.
mean, you can still get 50,000. That's going to put you in in 3rd place, knocking Pip down from the Life from Hell.
Well, it's funny you should mention that, because
That's the stakes of this game.
the
Please
law that
explain,
we've
George.
established is that my unfinished business was that I have to win a game of Deal or No Deal, and if I were to beat the banker, I get to go upstairs, and if I were to fuck it, I go downstairs.
So, not life, already dead, but eternity of delight or an eternity of suffering on the line here for George Harrison.
Give me 15. Just give it to me now.
15 is Heston.
I'm telling you, if this is 50 grand, I'm gonna come through the screen and murder you in game, of course.
Here we go. 15. If this is 20,000, we're going to have a very fun final here.
Box number 15.
It's 50,000.
£50,000. The one
That's it,
thing you're
Heston, I'm
trying
coming for
to
you.
avoid.
Why are they
I'm coming for
clapping?
you.
The audience were clapping. Oh, well, if you get the 20,
Cause
you can
some
be
damage to
joint
that
3rd.
round, but there's still
With
big money to
Scroobius
play
Pip.
for.
Oh, hang on.
Oh my.
Oh, the bank is going to be intolerable right now. Did you have a lovely stream, B. Dolan? How did you find Bioshock?
Hello.
You searched for it on Steam. George. Banker, sorry.
The offer's gone down.
Of course you're going to... The offer's going down.
Player 1,
You
are
know.
you
Oh,
ready for the
VT,
question?
thank you so much for 26 months of beautiful subs. This is big. We're determining right now if George Harrison goes to heaven or hell. Now, how do I put this? It would be in my favor if he goes to hell. Okay, I just need to make that clear. I can't reveal why. Tune in Sunday. Twitch.tv/WaspKillBears, and maybe you'll find out. But £4,700 to determine whether you go to heaven or hell? George Harrison. Sorry, goodbye, love you. 4,700 is the offer. You've gone from being one of the classic all-time wins to a crushing blow, losing both 250,000 and 50,000 in one round. Now you're into a 10p versus 20,000 pound game. If you get 10p, you won't be on a leaderboard at all, and you'll be going to hell. I don't know which of those is worse.
I don't know, not only will I not build a leaderboard, I'll not build anything at all ever again. I'll never touch the mortal realm.
Well, that happens either way. It's
Look,
just whether you
just
do that in a nice way or not.
ask me a question, please.
George Harrison. Big Harry.
That's me.
Deal
Deal
or no deal?
or no deal?
That'll be a no deal, Big Chief.
10p is to be bottom of the leaderboard. It's gone. Like, that's below the threshold of the leaderboard.
No deal, Big Chief.
No deal. And I can confirm the other day, as I researched it, it's
You
okay to
seem
call people
very
chief.
confident.
Whoa!
Oh, that is good. I hadn't even considered that.
Because it's something I used to call people, and I stopped, and I thought, I
Hello,
should actually
banker.
double check this guy. It's the banker.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
He's offering you a swap.
All right, chief. He's offering you a swap. He's thinking about it. You can have the chance now to swap your box. I've hung up. Between
Tell me
10
good-
and
tell me
13. Now remember why you
Tell
picked
me-
10 in the first place.
That's how many people have been in the Beatles.
How many people have been in the Beatles? 10 people. Does
But
the
it's
number
also the
13
same. But it's
have any
also the name.
significance to you?
But 10 is also the amount of pennies in one of the boxes.
That's very true.
Tell the
13,
banker.
a
Tell the
famously
banker.
unlucky number.
Tell the banker. I'll see him in hell. No swap.
No swap! Sticking with the gut. Now, have you picked box number 10, which contains 10p? Now, famously, as we now know, you need to do a 25-second countdown.
Could you just do me one little favour whenever you open the box?
Yes.
Because I'm watching on delay, could you be silent so you get my real reaction to it?
Of course.
Just till you hear what I say.
Okay. You may begin your countdown.
25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, which was the number Jimmy Nicol was of the Beatles. 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, the number of Beatles at any one time. 3, 2, and 1.
I am pressing the button. I will remain silent.
10p. £20,000. You didn't beat the banker. You dealt too late.
Ah. We've just sent George Harrison to hell. Super D's dog responded to George Harrison going to hell. He's worried, as he should be. He's down there with John. He can't be trapped down there forever. Someone's got to save George. Surely someone has to save George. John's going to be there too. Even the first Paul is down there. Wow, 10p. George went from having 250,000, 50,000, and 20,000 on the board to going to hell with 10p in his ghostly pocket. And that's not a euphemism. I say leave him there. We've seen it all in Deal or No Deal, I have to say.